It's December 14, 2021. I'm Todd Dunn, and today I'm in Acadia National Park, and I'm going to walk out to the Pretty Marsh Picnic Area. And just for reference, here's a map showing where we are. I'm on the road that goes to the picnic area, but as you can see, the road is closed. So we'll be walking on the road over to the picnic area. It is around half a mile over there. It's a little windy today, but we're sheltered from the wind here in the woods. And it's a balmy 37 degrees at the start of our hike here at about 2 p.m. So, sunny day, although we'll be in the shade because we're in the woods. So, hope you enjoy the walk to Pretty Marsh Picnic Area. As we walk down the road here, we get about 200 feet and we get to the first little parking area that has a path over to a picnic shelter, which I think you can see through the woods there. Quite a nice spot. Okay, this is the first picnic shelter. That's only a couple hundred feet down the road. Now, I'm in that first picnic shelter that you can see through the woods. You can see it's a nice little sylvan setting here in the forest. And it even has a little balcony that you can stand on. Let's go over with a stone wall. It's about 8 or 10 feet high. And nice view into the woods. Now here's a view of the picnic shelter from off to the side before we head down the rest of the road. It's a really sort of a pleasant setting here in the woods. But if we continue down the road, we will get to Pretty Marsh Harbor, where there is another picnic shelter overlooking Pretty Marsh Harbor on Blue Hill Bay in the Atlantic Ocean. So let's continue down. And we'll just continue on this road. This is one of my favorite little roads here in Acadia National Park, with the trees growing together over the road. This really says National Park Road to me. Now, as we walk in here, it's very easy walking. The road climbs just a little bit, and then it's going to drop off some. So far, no trees down across the road. The forest here is quite nice. Nice and open this time of year, with all the leaves off the underbrush. Now, we have had snow twice so far this winter, but as you can see, it has completely melted out. And it's been warm for the last few days, so there's no ice either. There's a little mossy hillside as we continue on this pleasant walk through the forest of Acadia National Park. Okay, as we continue down the road here, it starts to descend slightly as it sort of meanders its way through the woods. And here's a branch that fell down. Didn't block the road, fortunately, and we're going to be in and out of the sun a little bit. About 7 or 8 minutes into the walk, we come to the first parts of the picnic area since that first turnout. And this is parking for the main part of the picnic area. And from here, we're going to pass several individual picnic spots. And we will continue down to the end of the road where the path winds its way down through the woods to the beach on Pretty Marsh Harbor here on the western side of Mount Desert Island. Okay, plenty of parking here, and then there are individual turnouts with individual picnic tables as we continue down toward the end of the road. For example, here's one right here. You can see it's all closed up for the season. There's the restroom, which I presume is locked up. And another little turnout to park right next to a big rock. And some more picnic areas. Now the Park Service seems to have taken most of the picnic tables out for the winter, because usually each of these turnouts has a picnic table. And we're just about to the end of the road. Right down here, there's a loop to turn around and head back out, with a few more individual turnouts for picnicking right here. And then where there's a sign up there that says fire road, do not block, is where we're going to go down to the beach. Well, here at the fire road, if you just continue past the sign, there's a little path around the barrier, which is there all year. And we come down to a graveled road, which continues the descent down to the beach. And it's only a couple of 100 yards down this road to the beach. Now, this little fire road is quite a bit steeper than the paved road into the main part of the picnic area, but it's not very long. And I think if you look, you can see water through the trees. And down here at the end of this fire road, there is a little picnic shelter. Well, only a couple minutes into the walk down the fire road, we've got a good view of Pretty Marsh Harbor through the trees. And I'll point out that this is the only part of Acadia National Park that actually comes down to saltwater on the western side of the island. And you can see the harbor out there. And here's the picnic shelter right up here. You can enjoy a pleasant picnic here, except for the 37-degree temperature and the 20-mile-an-hour wind, which makes it feel a little fresh. Now you have two choices here. You can continue to the right around behind the picnic shelter, or you can sort of scramble down right here, and you can see the railing for the stairs down to the beach. I'm right at the back corner of the picnic shelter now, and the wind is blowing in off the water, and it is noticeably chillier than it was. And here is the stairway down to the beach. And we'll walk down and take a look around. I suspect my sound quality is going to be pretty bad because we will be in unobstructed wind. Here are the stairs, and they are getting a little old and probably will need to be replaced fairly soon. Well, here we are looking across at Bartlett's Island, and the wind is coming across the water. Right here we're sheltered from it. Yeah, there's a little seat here you can sit at and look out over the water. Now, right now it's low tide. At high tide, the bottom step is right at the water. I'm going to head down there. And another little landing. And then the descent down to the beach. As I said, at high tide, The rocks at the bottom of the steps are in the water. So if you want to go to the beach here, don't come at high tide. Okay, looking out over the water again here at Pretty Marsh Harbor. Well, I'm down on the beach. The last step is about 18 inches onto the rocks, so it's a bit of a step down. And as you can see, this is a nice Maine sandy beach, perfect for sunbathing. You can lie out here in the warm sun in the middle of December and just enjoy the beach. Well, I hope you enjoyed this walk down to Pretty Marsh, the picnic area and the harbor here in the middle of December 2021. It's a nice time to come down here. Basically, there are no other people here, and it's a beautiful place on a day like this. So, hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't, why don't you consider subscribing to my channel. And thanks for watching.